Welcome to this quick APA guide video. My name is Faith Newberger, and this video was helped put together by Stephanie Alexander and Library Ambassador America Quintero. Our agenda. In this video, we'll go over the following: paper basics, why we cite, your reference list, in-text citations, and end with additional resources that you can utilize. Paper basics, formatting and structure of your paper. You'll need a 1-inch margin. Typically, word processing softwares like Microsoft Word and Google Docs and others will already have this set, but always double check. Your page must be double spaced and include a 12 Times New Roman font. Your paper will need the following sections as well: a title page, an abstract. This is optional, so make sure to check in with your professor, main body, and references. If you need additional help, use the student paper checklist and the annotated student papers samples on the apastyle.apa.org website. Why we cite: importance and reasonings for citations. First is credit. To give credit to those who created the information and avoid plagiarizing. 2, to find findability. To give others the information they need to find the information you used in your research. Number 3, to provide context. To show how your research fits into the scholarly conversation on your topic. Reference citations, examples, formatting, and source types. The most common reference types you'll use will probably be for journal articles and books. For a journal article, follow this formatting: full last name, comma, middle initial, period, first initial, period. If there are multiple authors, include a comma, and repeat this format and include an ampersand in between them. And following, include the year in parentheses, period, title of article with the first letter capitalized and no italicization, period, name of periodical, this time italicized, comma, volume if applicable, comma, page numbers, period, and finally the DOI link. For a book article, follow a similar format, however you will want to italicize the book title, edition if applicable, and then include the publisher with a period. Additional reference tips. First, tips for formatting author names. All author names should be provided first, and the author's first and middle names should be written as initials. For example, the name John James Doe would be written as Doe, comma, J, period, J, period. When there's no individual author's name, utilize a group/organization name. When citing from multiple authors, make sure to keep the authors' names in published order within each citation. Write out up to 20 authors separating each author's initials from the next author in the list with a comma. Use an ampersand between the last author's name. If there are 21 or more authors, use an ellipses, not an ampersand, after the 19th author, and then add the final author's name. Here's an example image of someone's reference list involving the correct grammar and formatting for citations. Here are some more additional tips and information that may help you with your citations. Feel free to pause the video and look through them if you'd like. Otherwise, we're going to be moving on. In-text citations, formatting, quotes, paraphrasing, and summarizing. You'll always use in-text citations when quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing. When citing from a quote, you will need to include the author's last name, date, and page number. You can do this in 2 different ways. First, you can do this by including the name, date, and page all in parentheses at the end of the quote. Or you can embed the citation by providing the name and date before the quote and the page number in parentheses after the end of the quote. But when you're paraphrasing and or summarizing, you only have to use the author's name and date. You can still utilize the 2 previous formats for those citations. Lastly, we're going to talk about some additional resources. This includes citation machines, library guides, and more. With citation generators, there are many online options that are a great way to get you started on your citations. However, make sure to double check the citation as they are not always perfect and may be missing information. The first option is Zotero, which is a free citation tool provided by the library that you can access using this URL. The second option is CiteFast, which is a good option since it is specifically great for APA citations. The last recommendation is the citation machine, which is one that I have personally used multiple times for APA and MLA, and it's very simple to use. For our resources, here are some additional links that you can use to find more information about APA citations, including our library APA guide, the SCA writing tutoring, our library guide for identifying source types, the Purdue OWL APA guide, and look for APA Styles Guides student paper checklist, and annotated student paper on Google. This is our APA handout. This is a simple one-stop shop APA flyer that library student ambassadors created. Feel free to take a picture or scan this QR code on the side for a PDF you can download and or print out, or do whatever you'd like with it. If you'd like to contact one of our librarians for more help, you can make a research consultation appointment, visit our 24/7 chat service, both available on the CSUEB library website, or contact the librarian who worked on and held the original APA workshop, Stephanie Alexander. Feel free to visit our Instagram, YouTube, or Linktree for more library resources. Thank y'all. See you next time.